on if you watch any TV station or read any newspaper, other than say Fox News or any that's typically right leaning, what do you hear all day long? Every time there's a terrible tragedy that happened in Parkland or Columbine or Sandy Hook,
they're attacking gun owners.
They attack gun owners. They attack Republicans. Look at even the CNN town hall. It's all the Republicans' fault. It's NRA owners. It's their fault. And they go on and on and on. And that's all they do. And you know what? Guess what? Nobody has a monopoly on this. I've explained it already. But yeah, some of these people are Republicans. But yes, many do end up becoming, when you look them up, they become Democrats. And then they trash me for this thing. And I look at I'm sitting there. When I'm thinking of this, I'm thinking of one of my favorite people in Congress who has been a dear friend from the first day I got in to doing things with my son, to literally 2 days before Steve Scalise was shot. I was with him at an event, and I did a selfie with him, and it's on Facebook. You can see it. And here's this guy. I'm in the women's softball team. He's in the baseball team. A guy who is a Bernie Sanders volunteer, targeted Steve Scalise, intends to kill them all, but thank God for a Capitol Hill police woman, by the way, a Capitol police woman. She actually takes this guy out before he actually kills anyone. But Steve Scalise could have lost his life. He's walking around in crutches. That was almost a year ago.
Right.
And then the Orlando shooter, the biggest shooter in the history of this country, the second biggest. I think the biggest is the Las Vegas shooter.
Right.
49 people massacred. He's a registered Democrat. Does that mean he was a espoused Democrat ideas? I don't know. But I'll tell you what, if you go to Snopes, which I think is is definitely not inaccurate, they say, well, he was a registered Democrat, but he didn't really confirm it. I mean, what do you mean confirm it? Had he been a registered Republican, it would have been front page, top of the fold news. It would have been on media all day and night. At that time, the largest massacre attacking people in a nightclub was a Republican. So this is just fake news. It's unfair. It's a smear campaign, and that's what they're trying to do.
So, Claudia,
to be honest with you, I'm going to defend legal gun owners. And the other thing, Rocco, just before that conversation, I was on a TV show or a radio program with the most aggressive journalist anyone ever. There's no one like Fred Dicker. He was a 30-year New York Post journalist. He's very aggressive. He's very provocative, and very few dare to even go on the show. I dare my opponent, Anthony Brindisi, or anyone. I don't know. There's not a single person in our region other than John DeFrancisco who has the temerity to go on the Fred Dicker show, because he is ruthless to everybody. And Fred was very aggressive, and he was just going at it. And you know what? I'm going to defend legal gun owners. I came up with solutions about security, about strengthening background checks. All that was talked about on the show.
Right.
And then they shopped it and then it's just one thing after another. These liberal news publications are smearing and taking my words out of context. And to its credit, The Hill corrected the headline, because the headline was just ridiculous. So anyway, I'm done. I mean, I'm